31 degrees out there.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Oh, is that all we got down to? Because they were saying 29, 28. You know, they like to exaggerate. Actually, maybe somewhere in the triangle it was 29, sure. But
yeah, well,
but not at our house.
Yeah,
it's cold enough.
Plenty cold enough.
It's cold enough. It's cold enough. Exactly, yeah. Right. No rain today. I get to drive Ruby.
That's right. She's all shiny.
But we're worried about tomorrow afternoon. I might not be able to get home in time. And Dawn's got to pick up Johnny, and I've got to go to my doctor's appointment. And I ain't driving the van up to Durham.
No.
But I'm not going to be happy if Ruby gets dirty tomorrow. But we'll worry about that tomorrow.
That's right. That's tomorrow. Probably.
We're working really hard not to be late today. All the kitties are fine. Tux had hopped down, but he hopped right back up like a good boy. Like the good boy that we know he is. We're out of chicken. I used it up yesterday. Whole Foods is not the best place to buy chicken. Actually, it's Harris Teeter or Walmart, either one. But, yeah, maybe I'll just get one at Whole Foods today. So, normal Tuesday shopping today. Chiropractor, Whole Foods, Guardian Angel, Apex. It's going to get into the 50s and be at least partly sunny, so... Kitties are all good this morning. I miss Dusty, but it's gonna be okay. Look at that pretty car this morning. Woo! Good morning, Ruby. Well, Ruby says our arrival time is, well, she said 7:22. Now she says 7:20. Certainly we should not be late this morning. I'm sure that we'll lose usually 3 minutes on the trip. But we should not be late today. So hopefully not. Although I'm not pleased about having to stop for that light. So Dawn went out to both cars last night, sometime around 10 o'clock I guess, and went to the software screen, which triggered the latest download. Not sure why we've had to do that manually the second time in a row. And as soon as I got the notification that an update was ready to install, I went into the app and installed it on both cars. Nice of me to do the part that let me stay in the house sitting under my blanket all nice and warm. Anyway, we have on 10.69.25.2 or 2022.44.30.10 is what we're running with. And so far this morning I have noticed some, no Ruby, let's not, really, okay. I've noticed autopilot doing some things that haven't made me super happy. Speeding up a little faster and then braking harder. And a couple of times some hesitation that caused a little more braking than I would have liked. So, hey, no beep this morning. Maybe she was too busy changing lanes. I have to see if it's gone this afternoon, but there was no beep this morning. Huh. Anyway, my perception is that whatever they did might have been a little bit in the wrong direction, but I've only been driving in autopilot for a few minutes now, so we'll see. Johnny pointed out that I went through one speed limit sign and the car did not lower the speed limit from 55 to 45. I don't know though, that might have been due to something that I did coming through the construction area, but I'll have to keep an eye out to see if it's missing signs for some reason. I mean, it occasionally misses them anyway, but normally back there it picks that sign up, so I don't know. I manually lowered it. It's a frosty blue morning in downtown. Still only 31 out there. Okay, 7:25, that's more like it. Yeah, Johnny did get a tardy yesterday. So, rightly deserved. It was like 7 or 8 minutes after class start before he got there, so I totally get it. we needed to step up our efforts to get out the door quicker. Well, this car is still parked here every morning in the no parking here to corner location, and I really wish someone would give them a warning and ask them nicely to not park there anymore. It's very hard to come through there, and you can't basically yield, you sort of have to stop. I manually rebooted Ruby because Dawn's messages to me this morning and yesterday afternoon were not showing up on the driver instrument cluster. They chimed, but they didn't show up. So I thought, well, it can't hurt to do a reboot and see. He's messaging me this morning some things he's read in the newspaper. Messages are showing up on the driver instrument cluster now, so that's good. And I went past the speed limit sign and Ruby correctly changed the speed. So I don't know. I will record while I go through the construction zone up here just to see if we get the beep in this direction. It seems unlikely a dot release would have fixed that, but who knows. Dot release as in just bug fixes, but Johnny said this morning that he thought they had done some paving, not on this end of the bridge where the bump is, but on the other end. I didn't notice, but I'm looking now on top of listening for the beep. Right, well that definitely wasn't smoother. Okay, so she didn't beep this morning, but she beeped now. I knew it was too good to be true that it was actually gone. Yeah, it does look like there's some new asphalt on the other side, but I can't really quite see it yet, so I'll check it out. Won't be this afternoon because I won't be back through on that side because I'll be out shopping on the other side of town, but I will tomorrow pay attention. I'm headed into Harris Teeter to get a chicken. I figured I could handle this parking lot at this time in the morning, and I really won't be able to get one for a decent price at Whole Foods, so I don't want him to go 2 mornings without chicken. Mission chicken accomplished. It's only warmed up to 34 degrees out there. I might need to wear 2 pair of leggings this morning. It's just a wee bit chilly for a morning walk. Well, brr. We do have on extra layers. Absolutely. Dawn went and put another shirt on, and I put a second pair of leggings on, and definitely got my knit hat today. I'm wishing I had a scarf. And yes, that's a cardinal on the trail on the ground in front of me. I think they're looking for water, but you know, buddy, the creek is still rushing pretty good over there. You won't have any trouble finding any. I thought for a second it was an owl, but I think it's a red shouldered hawk. Park beautification in progress this morning, but they're killing me with the fumes. Wow. I drive an electric car, so I don't have to deal with that anymore. Wow. And now while you're exercising too, just great. It's time for another hit. That's why Dawn's not smiling. It wasn't me. I didn't put you up to it.
I'm telling you, if those folks turn out to be wrong, that I've done all this, I'm going to come back and I'm going to haunt every one of them. Oh, I hope they burn in hell. Yeah, that's actually a little nicer now, that not having that weight on.
Yeah, now you put it over my shoulder. Yeah. I got to walk up the hill with it. I love you.
I love you too. Kiss, kiss. See you at the house.
Yeah, bye. Have fun or something like that. I I do have his 10-pound vest on my shoulder. Well, I'm out of the house with 3 minutes to spare. I put on eggs to hard boil, and Don has the assignment of peeling them and sticking them in the refrigerator, which he doesn't mind doing. So I can make them pretty quick when I come home later today. I gotta put that chicken in the Instant Pot too, and it's a Taekwondo night, and there's always something going on in the kitchen. Don carried all of the crates upstairs. That one that Dusty was in weighs a ton. I mean, it's an awesome crate if you don't need to carry it up a flight of stairs. And it's still an awesome crate, but God, it's heavy. It weighs at least 50 pounds. It's heavy. So that put him in a good mood too. Ask him how he felt about that. No, he's happy to help his girl. He wouldn't want me on the steps with that, but he wishes it was lighter. He survived his hit, so all's good. We're up to 46 now. It may not be warm out there, but it is a pretty day, and it won't get ruby dirty, so that's a plus. It's a brand spanking new X. Oh, and it's not just any X, it's a plaid X. Woo! Sweet. Here's a red X too. I almost went right past it. I was like, wait a minute. It's all that blacked out part. I'm just seeing if it is also plaid, and the plate is V equals IR. Sweet. I like my chrome though, I do. Let's see, I see a red 3 in front of me, a red Y to my right, a midnight silver metallic Y straight ahead. I didn't get to do much of a review last week since it was raining, and I parked in my alternate spot, and see if we see a Polestar or a Bolt today. Haha, there's a blue Model Y. I mean, if Hertz is willing to put some non-Tesla EVs on the road, I wonder why no Mach-E's. Now, most of these are Hertz cars, so as always, point out something to me if I missed it. I'm pretty good at spotting Teslas, but not necessarily every other EV on the road. And I guess that's it for today, as best as I saw. So last week they had R2-D2, and this week they have a Death Star. There's a Model Y straight ahead here at Whole Foods, but that's the only other EV I noticed. My timing is perfect. And it continues to be a beautiful afternoon. I've enjoyed every second that the sun has hit me and made me warm. A bunch of characters in there today. I'll tell you a little bit more about it in a minute. Yeah, nothing in particular going on at Whole Foods. I just, you know, some places you go, you people watch. Well, at Whole Foods, especially at the checkout while I'm waiting, I cart watch. So what does that mean? Well, there's different types of people that shop at Whole Foods, and I'm not meaning to comment on any particular type, just that there are differences. There's the, I only eat vegetables, but maybe we'll have this one pack of boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And then there's the I only eat meat, and the whole cart is filled with a bunch of meat. And then there's the I'm coming to Whole Foods to get the healthy alternative to all the stuff I can find in the middle of the store at Walmart. So think potato chips and chocolate bars and cookies and all of that kind of stuff. And it's just interesting to see the differences in the carts. I'll just leave it there. It's interesting to cart watch. Well, there's the red Model X again, and it's one space forward from where it was the other day, so it has moved. There's a Model S, a white one, over there, parked on the side behind the light pole. I am really not liking this FSD update. It is braking a lot extra and more hesitant, and just kind of, that's the car doing that, not me. This update, I mean, for me, I guess I would say I wish I hadn't put it on. It has caused that, you know, that funky, I'm driving now, sort of, kind of, here. I was still in traffic aware cruise control after it jerked the wheel out of my hand. It's just not been a smooth ride today. There's been a lot of, I don't know what the sound of the brake is when it's sudden, like a clunking sort of a sound. That's happened like 10 times today. So I don't know what they were trying to fix, but whatever it was, they didn't do a good job. Marty, hey bud. Marty. Marty. Oh, Marty. Yes, you, I'm talking to you. Hi, you enjoying some sunshine? You're a pretty boy. He does love him some bench over there. Hi. And here's Stripey. Stripe! Is the bench dry enough for me to sit down? I'm gonna risk it. Well, Stripe ended up getting the most attention, and Tux is like, come back over here, Mom, because I need you. Marty left to go do what, you ask? To go check out the food I set down but didn't put out. Hi. Hey, Butteroo. I sat down and fell asleep for a few minutes. Man, messing with your coffee intake is not good. Anyway, when I woke up, Big Boy was over here midnight napping with me. The chicken's done, but I've got to wait for it to naturally release before I can get it out of there and debone it. Gray's waiting on some chicken. Meanwhile, I'm going to stop and do a few steps here on my building. I checked, and this book, this number 2 book, has 138 steps, which is significantly less than book 1, which was 269 steps. So I got 12 steps done. Stairs, doors, and starting up the walls. Don went and pulled Ruby back out for me. And because she's looking so pretty and so clean, we're going to show her off again. Good evening, Ruby. I just dropped Johnny off at Taekwondo. I actually fixed Don and mine steak, and we ate that right before I left. I was just hungry and didn't want to eat late tonight. I'll cook for Johnny when we get home. I don't need anything from Walmart, and I've got, God, 5 more things I wanted to do at the house. So even though I only will have 15 minutes at the house, I think I'm gonna go home and try to knock out a few more things. And if Don happens to pop up and say he'll come back and get Johnny from Taekwondo, I might let him. We'll see. I just don't want to just sit in the parking lot, and I don't want to just go into Walmart to go tonight, and yeah. Tux. Let me get that food from up there so we don't have raccoons trying to share the platform with you.